My name is Mukasa Muhawiyah. I'm the founder of Kapeka Livestock Farm. The farm is located in Nakaseke district, as you can see the details here. It's called Kapeka Livestock Farm. So in brief, we will cut it short to calf rabbitry. Expand on it. It is Kapeka, which is K-A-L-F. The stock. We missed the S altogether. So we have been in rabbits for the past 7 years now, and we have tried to teach and also promote rabbit farming as a business, not only in Uganda but in East Africa. And I'm pretty sure everyone here is now concerned about the business. Twade mu bumyo okumala emyaka 7 kati era tukozeseza omukisa ogwo okupromotinga n'okusomesa abantu okutegeera ku bikwatagana ku bumyo. Era omulimu gwaffe omukulu twaspecializing mu bintu bibiri. We specialized in 2 things, that is can culture, which is commercial rabbit farming, and fruits. We are zeroed down on dragon fruit. Some people ask and say, these people left rabbits, they are now in dragon fruits. Obulimi n'obulunzi bitambulira wamu. Bobo, if you are doing only crops and you're missing out animals, you're missing out something very big, because this is an ecosystem. Right? So the droppings and the urine, which is the manure we're getting from rabbits, then we're using it in dragon fruits also to do it organically. You earn an extra income for the farm. Is that bad? And does that mean that we have diverted away from rabbits? So we are just expanding the opportunities you can do with rabbits. Okay, so we are diversifying within. All together. We're not diversifying outside, we are diversifying within. And with that brief introduction, normally I don't want to do presentations and what. My mode of teaching is an interactive one. I know all of you have come with burning questions. I've come with specifically something you want to know about rabbits. So first of all, I want to understand my audience so that I give a presentation that touches the exact reason why you guys came here. Are we together? Is that a better way to spend this evening? So we are going to start with, let me first of all introduce my team. Sorry about that. I've moved with Mr. Dennis. He's known as the Rabbit King. So maybe you can say what? Yes, we grew up together and we're still working together. He was working somewhere. I told him, you guys come. Let's run this thing until it gets there. So I've been with him now for the past 4 years and we are doing well. I have another person, is my OB. Where is Chivumbi? Mr. Chivumbi, I think he has moved out. He's also my OB since primary 7. We have started with him and decided to work together. So he's our media personnel. He's handling the media, his recordings, and then we have another one called Mark Star. We're working with stars, So he's called Mark Star. He's a star in the media, so he can wave at you. He's the one handling our media platform, social media, WhatsApp. You know, when you're looking for youth these days, you know where to find them. So he's the one that runs that show. We are also very privileged to have Gayaza High School. Please wave to these people. It is what? Iganga Secondary School. Please wave to us. I know I've been told to do this session with the school. Actually, I want to use this opportunity to also use this audience to celebrate one of my achievements. We have, who has heard of green schools? I think Iganga is in green schools, not so? Iganga is in green schools, eh? So we have Iganga. I think today we have Iganga and we have also Gayaza. I don't know why they're not on time. But these are green schools, schools that are practicing climate smart agriculture in their schools. And I was awarded the ambassador of Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations for climate smart agriculture in green schools. So we have around now 300 schools in the green schools campaign, and we are advocating to have more schools in there. We need agriculture to be practiced in schools, because currently people who are practicing agriculture worldwide, they are aging. And it's going to get a time, if we don't interest the young generation into the agriculture sector, if these people are aging who are doing agriculture, then who else is going to do it if the young generation is not into agriculture? So this is what we are advocating for, because we all know that agriculture was a punishment in school during our days. That's how we got that picture of it being for the poor. So it's not a job someone can clearly stand up and talk about. So we want to change that, and since it started in schools, so the best way to change it also should be from schools. And not only schools, even from homes. Because but I think now the narrative is changing, and using the green schools, we are changing it rapidly. So as we have said, I don't know if you have a working microphone. Oh, thank you, it is here. Since we have a working microphone, we are going to start with the... Please, how do you own it? Hey, okay. Since we have that no, I want to have their expectations, their questions, so that we tailor our evening to clearly answer your questions and to clearly get you the best that you would wish to have in these 2 hours of your evening.
Thank you so much. My name is Rosanna Romore, teacher at Iganga Secondary School, English language and literature by the prominent farm. Yes,
also,
one of my queries about rabbit farming is mainly market. I've seen several farmers in Iganga who are doing rabbitry, but you realize that they have so many, and the people who are buying them, like they are buying them at their massive. Someone says, that one might be like I'll pay 5,000. The rabbits that you've been keeping, they're usually attacked by the rats and all that. So please market. We want to venture into the project, but market.
How many of we agree with her? And it's one of the reasons why we are here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So almost 90%. I'm sure, please, I want you to pay maximum attention. Because I'm going to tackle it from the first principles. So that we can understand it well, and we also see where the problem is. Because I think we misunderstand. Maybe we'll go into it and we'll see what is what and where do we need to correct, where do we need to improve. Yes, sir. Dennis, kasumuru lesaidie kasoro kuamvua.
Senior John from School District, from Madam Oima. My expectations of embodying issues two. One is it seems that the technical know-how of raising rabbits is a challenge. It's like for the farmers, we have that problem, that even when you try to find expert knowledge from the people with the vet officers, sometimes they are going about issues to do with rabbits. That's one. Two, there is a big issue that possibly is related to Madam's issue, is there is a lot of negative culture shared with rabbits. And I think that makes the enterprise a little bit challenging. So to me, my expectation is if those issues be addressed in this training, then we'll see the rabbit business growing. Thank you.
So culture beliefs, eh?
Yes.
And the religious.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
By the name of Mr. Annette.
The class is so English oriented.
Come on.
Thank you.
I'm here this afternoon, excited about meeting my fellow farmers who are specifically interested in rabbit keeping. I've been a rabbit keeper for about 5 years. I started when my hopes were so high about doing it commercially, but I was highly frustrated, just like my colleagues have said. Somebody comes to your farm with an attitude as if they are helping So I ended up deciding that let me be the sole beneficiary. I will not go back to the butcheries to buy
Meat.
meat. I will eat from my farm.
Yeah.
So along the way, we are challenged by, as my colleague has said, rabbit keeping has challenges. We are a bit of brain about diseases that affect them. At the time when they are in the weaning stage, they come up very well, and after the first month, between the first and third month, they begin dying. And sometimes you cannot tell what the problem is. And then secondly, I have got high expectations. One of the reasons I have traveled all the way from Portugal is
You have your
to come here and
Contrasted them to bring them.
knowledge about how best can we as farmers benefit from the waste products, from the rabbit project, because it is said it is one of the best organic manure. At the same time, we and we are being advised to go away from chemical
To organic.
Now, how best can I harvest that urine, have it in reasonable quantity, and how do I treat that urine to use it as necessary in my other family
Walking through the different stores outside, I came across one of the ladies actually visited the store. Market is low, so I'm thinking, how now do I bridge the gap between these people who are saying there is no market and you? Because she was like, if you have rabbits right now, you can just give me a call or just come, and we can pay you and expect as long as they pay and take 2.5 kgs. That's what she told me.
We're going to talk about all of that.
Those are my expectations. Thank you.
Yes.
Good afternoon, colleagues.
Good afternoon.
I'm glad to be here. My name is Jakira Yofes. I've traveled all the way from Barara to come here.
The cattle people.
Traveled the whole night in the bus, been here. By 8 I was here.
Thank you so much.
So I'm glad to be here. And one thing why I came was rabbits. So I thank God that I'm in this room right now. One of my expectations is to learn more about the improved breeds of rabbits. Because when I was still growing up, we were rearing rabbits. These were the tiny rabbits And I used to think that rearing rabbits was the work of kids, because I used to do it when I was still a boy. But later on, when I was trying to research on the internet, I later on learned that it can be commercial. In fact, that's when I first came to know you.
Actually, it was a work of kids, and we grew with it.
Yes.
So we have matured with it, so now it is a work of.
So that's how I came to know you, and I've been trying to follow you. You didn't know, but I was trying to follow you all along. In fact, until when I saw you today. But when I saw you, I quickly recognized you.
I'm also on the TV behind seeing you.
As you are seeing. So, one of my expectations is to learn more about rabbits, especially those improved breeds, where to get them. I'm not scared about the market. If you have done it, then I can also do it. So,
If I've done it, you can also did it.
very well. So, my expectations is to know where can one get those improved breeds, what are those improved breeds. I've seen a sample of rain there. In fact, I took time to look at the rain. So, is it real?
Did you touch it?
Yes, I touched.
So you agreed it. You
Yes.
confirmed it is real.
But you are yet to confirm it. And then, how best can we look after them? Unlike when we, those days when we were keeping them in pots. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Time. I think let's have 1, 2, 3, 4. But let's be very fast. If your question has been asked, we can embed into it. We can embed it here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let me change the direction. Samuel from Soroti.
You're the farthest.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have about 4 issues. One has already been touched about the breeds. Because I truly believe breeds are very critical in terms of commercializing rabbit farming. Secondly, I'm looking at issues around feeding. Have you, as a baker at the livestock farm, customized certain formula of feeding that you're using for your rabbits? Because we know rabbits eat anything, but I'm also
They don't eat anything.
So I'm also bent to
Try
believe
giving them meat and see if they will eat.
I'm also bent to believe that there is something you're doing about feeding that is making them achieve a certain weight that makes you go commercial. Then finally, at what point in terms of numbers do you consider yourself to be a rabbit farmer who is on commercial business? Thank you.
Said 1, 2, 3. We'll close it there. I'm sure we'll get everything in these questions.
Well, my name is Namwase Fabrice, and I'm a student at Iganga Secondary School.
At?
I'm Namwase Fabrice,
A student at?
Iganga Secondary School.
You were in the green schools?
Yes,
Were you in the green campaign?
yes.
What was your position?
Well, I think we're the third because we got 7.5 million. Yes,
So you're among the winners.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, my question is about the structure of Proprietary House. Like seriously, I think the major thing about this thing is the structure, but I've gotten confused on which one is the better structure. Because if the structure is not good, trust me, the whole thing is going to be ruined. So I want you to kind of brief about that.
Okay. So only these two. We'll close the question session.
Yes, I have them. My name is Davis Gawamas, but most of them have been put forward. Now I want to know how economically can you feed these rabbits to gain weight, and at the end of the day, you are able to make money. Because it's very difficult to feed it for 6 months, and then the way the amount they are giving on the market, which is really don't measure up for one to make money out of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm a rabbit farmer for the past 4 years.
Wonderful.
First of all, it is part of my farm because I'm specializing in high market end vegetables. So whatever is wasted, the rabbits eat, and I use the urine and so on for the proper usage. My main expectation is to have an association of rabbit farmers, okay, such that we can determine and dictate the price of rabbits and rabbit meat and other products. I think this is the only way forward.
Please give him a round of applause.
Okay, another one is how can we avoid the middlemen? Because the challenge now is the middleman who say that he's going to take a rabbit which has taken you 6 months to grow his 3 kilograms, and he's saying that he's going to take it for 20,000.
Okay.
Okay, so those are my main expectations.
And I don't know it all, but with my 7 years experience, I will try at least to give you what I've gone through, and maybe from that we can have some solutions to I think 90% of the issues that we are having. Please, can you hold the video, because I think it is we have divided attention. I will call the video later. I wanted to show the cage when the lady asked about the cage structure. There's something I wanted to share about the cage, but for now, we can hold the video. And also for those who wish to have more information, because we cannot finish it all here, naba betaaga okufuna information esingako wano. Bino tusobutabimalaayo wano, but you can visit our YouTube channel. We have put so many educative videos trying to demonstrate a lot of things. Most of all these questions you're asking, if you have been following our YouTube channel, you must have had all the answers. But given that we are here today, still we can do the same. I want to start with the question of market. Altogether, it is much disturbing and disappointing to everyone. But first of all, I want us to ask ourselves, do I have another microphone? Gentleman who was helping me out. The first thing I want us to internalize is to understand the word market. Once we understand it, when you go to hospital, when you are sick, the doctor has to examine you to know exactly what you are suffering from, so that they can treat you. Not so. So if this is the challenge and we don't understand it clearly, it might be hard for us to solve it. Is it clear? So I want us to first of all understand what market is. What takes these people to Nakasero? Because it is the marketplace where exchange is going to happen, where selling and buying is going to happen. Now, what takes this person to Nakasero? One, demand. So it is the demand of the product. Why do you demand that product? I want a news change agara. Ochetaga. Lwaki ochetaga? Nutrition. Twetaaga ebintu byetwetaaga because of their value to us. So we can talk about the value of that product. That's why you demand it, because it has value. Kyegenda okukola ki? Yensonga lwaki ogende Nakasero ogule ennyaanya oba ogule akatungulu, because bakanaabula mu nva zizo obutakukola ki? Obutakuwoomera. All together. So what else takes you to Nakasero? As a buyer, you say who? So what takes a person to Nakasero? Temugula bintu Nakasero kambabuuze. Temugulaayo bintu. Lwaki ogendayo wamma? Variety. So you go there for competition. So she goes to Nakasero because there is variety. Jay, what do you want to say?
Thank you so much. You see, you just have the bit of history. As we are growing up, rabbits are being reared by children. And the elders were not feeding on rabbits. The elders were not feeding on rabbits. But now, during this generation, because of video values, the benefits from rabbits, that's why I'm not yet started prayer. I believe I take rabbit overnight. By the time I wake up, energy I have. And as you know, that rabbit meat, or whatever,
it is the best white meat. Yes.
Within
Actually, it is the best. I'm going to get to that point of the values in the product, because we are defining market. If we don't understand market, it's going to be very hard for us to get market. Are we getting the point? That's why I said we want to break down market into small, understandable text so that people can understand what we're dealing with. And we divided it into two. So we're asking, what takes people to Nakasero? Yes.
Before I end,
yes,
there is money from the budget. Ministry of Agriculture.
Yes, sir.
When you want to sensitize people, you can talk with the Ministry of Agriculture officials during the budget discussions, you put one aside to sensitize and educate people. Why should we be taking rabbit meat? Two, why should people be taking, excuse me, talking about Tokuya Maruma, like you can prepare your rabbits at home. Why are we poor?
Mukadda atugambye tekyagenda mu butcher kugula nnyama. To defend there's something I'm looking for.
I also see the issue of quantity.
She needs quantity. He needs quantity. So there is one more I'm looking for, availability. So value, this one we can take it also as quality. There's one more I'm looking for before we close this. Yes. Quality, you mentioned it. Any other person?
I go to Nakasero to investigate or to carry market survey. It goes around and say, how much do you sell this rabbit and how much? They tell me. I don't pass this close to them. That also I have a rabbit, but I'm going for market survey because I want to know how much people sell there so that the middle they don't cheat me.
Okay. Yes, the last thing I wanted was I was writing somewhere. Okay, we had now 3 on the paper. We had quality, quantity. The last one was sustainability. Can you write those 3 things? Quality, quantity, sustainability. What takes us to Nakasero? It is because they have quality products. Not so. It is because they have volumes. If you want in volumes, you can get them. Okay? And anytime you want it, you can get it. Is it clear? Now, I want you to tell me, of these 3, what is made in Nakasero? All together. On these 3 that make Nakasero an attractable market, what of these 3 is made from Nakasero? Nothing. And where is it made? It is made from. So do you know where we destroy our market from? We destroy the market of our products from. You said you have rabbits. Okay? Do you know the quality of rabbits that you have? No. Okay, the people who have rabbits, are you sure they know the quality of rabbits that they have? Do you know the volumes that they have? If they supply me today, when next can they supply me again? If you don't have an answer to these 3 questions, what you're looking for is not market. Do we agree or no? you agree? Tukkiriziganya kebayita akatale k'ekirime ky'okola biri ebintu ebyo bisatu: mutindo, bungi, nakubanga okirina kaki kagenderere. Era noba nga bino ebisatu obiina ku faamu yo, wetaaga ogende na kasero, wetaaga okunoonya bulooka. Tuli fenna kati olw'okuba ebikola akatale situbirina, yensonga lwaki akatale katufuukidde ki? Olw'okuba akatale tetwakategeera, yensonga lwaki tusolovinga ekizibu kye tutakola ki? Kye tutamanyi. Ne tulowooza nti akatale ke katubuze, so nga enkola y'omulimu gye tulemeddwe okukola ki? Okutereeza. Does it make sense? Does it explain why our products don't have market? I'll give you an example. Maize, our maize was recently rejected in Kenya. Who heard about this scenario? You heard about it. What was the reason? Forward the political things and what to be so new. But they said maize had aflatoxins. Aflatoxins, where do they come from? Poor harvesting methods. So it means you killed the market of your maize from there. Now you are coming to the market and shouting that my maize doesn't have market. Is it right to come and blame us that we're not buying your product? Yet you've not taken time to understand and do your product as it is required by the market. So how will the market take your product if you have not done it the right way it is required by the market? Who doesn't eat rabbit meat here? You don't eat?
Yes.
Why you don't?
It's my turn.
Just imagine in a room of 100 people, it is only one person that doesn't. And you're saying this person doesn't have market. Is it true? Please, my team, come and give those who eat rabbit meat to test it today. I want us to pay attention as we are taking the meat. There is something that Mzee was talking about, which was my next presentation. Is we go to Nakasero, there is demand for things because it has value. So anything that has value will attract demand. Because people want to solve their problems. You go to a pharmacy, ngomto gukuruma, ofune daga ngomto gukorechi, guone. So any amount they will tell you, you just pay because you have a problem that you want to solve immediately. So now, what are the values in the product that we want to take to the market so that it can attract market, it can attract demand? Do we have a valuable product to take to the marketplace so that it can be bought by people who need value? I want us to answer this question. You see, I'm not going to give you direct answers to your questions, but I'm going to give you the genesis. So by the end of the day, you understand where the problem is from the first principles. Not so. I will not tell you there is a market here, there is a market there, there is a market there. Okay? But I want you to understand how to market your product. Even if calf is not there, but you advantage that calf is there. But even if it is not there, how can we do a marketable product? All together. So we are asking ourselves, does our product have value, and what are the values? I want them from you. What do you think are the values of our product? One. So the first one is rabbit meat is the best white meat in terms of cholesterol. And when you talk about cholesterol, people don't understand it in most cases. I don't know, the doctors will guide us on that, but this is the way I understand cholesterol. Mwali mulideke ebyenda kusowani ya plastic. Offals, but it's offals over intestines. So the English people, but it's that one they have said. On a plastic plate. And afterwards, how does it look like? It has fats. Are you sure that is fat? Is it fat? Is that fat? A masavu. But that's masavu in Uganda, it is not fat. Waliwo savu liye libeera ku nte ne bagira ne likola ki? Kati bw'omala okulya emmere erimu amasavu nga bwe happeninga ku sowaani eya plastic, bwe bityo bwe bikola ne ku miki ne ku misuwa. Waliwo ku kyennyanja n'okirya ku sowaani ya plastic oba enkoko, era esowaani esigala enyereketa bunyerekezi nga bw'ekoze eki. So ennyama enjeru zonna ze zikola ekiddiyo zokola ebyennyanja, enkoko, byonna tebirina ki? Byonna tebirina cholesterol. Era bw'omala okulya emisuwa gikola ki? Gibeera bwe gityo. So cholesterol kyekyo ekintu ekisigaye gali amasavu ge tufumbisa, ne ekyo ekintu ekiva mu masavu afterwards ekikola ki? Nekirabika kityo. Kitegerekeka. So the values we have, because of time, I'm rushing very fast. So I think here will do. So one, it is nutritious meat. So we're talking about nutrition now. Akamyu kakawa bomukalidde. Kakawa wanji tekamala ne kalikati kakaawo bakawooma. So it is tasty. How many people will buy things because it is tasty? Even if there is no nutrition, because it is tasty, many will because it is. So these are one of the values. So have you heard of these people of chicken saying RVZ, which? Have you heard anything of that kind in rabbits? So it is still all. There was another 4 things altogether, because one time I was teaching and someone told me, "Gomusajja gwasomesa obumiyu, olabye omudala gwa kamiyu." Mwani yali agula byeyo. Wagula wo. Enansa naawo. Aha, oli agula wake enansa. Wagula makowa. Aha, that is another place. Aha. Orabati, we are catching up, but if you ask emidala gy'ennyama y'ente, emidala gy'ennyama y'embuzi, but how many are rearing cows? It's another question to think about. How many are rearing goats? Okay? So obutabaawo bwa mudaala gwa kamyu kitegeeza butabaawo bwa nnyama ya kaki. Do you see where we are losing the market? Because of tetubaliwo abalunzi, ennyama teriiwo, kati omudaala gugenda kubeerawo gutya era gubeereko ki? Wanji? Gugenda kubeerawo gutya era gubeereko ki? Kitegeerekeka. Ekyo ne kituzaayo ku kigambo kye ngambye muzeeyi mu mukubira engalo. Mukijjukira? Agambye atya? Abaganda bagamba obwegassi ge maki? Bwe tunaaba tetusobodde kukolera wamu, there is no way we're going to get market. So Madam Literature, have you understood where we lost market from? So when you go back to your people, please tell them to organize themselves so that you can attract or go to the market as a group. All together. Otherwise, but tunasigalayo individually, tugenda kubeereyo nga tweka mwana yes.
Type of Mr. or Mrs. Just Mr. or but Mr. Isa is Lisa, mukasa is Mr. Continue.
Yes, sir.
Now, Are you grasping it?
Very well.
Now, there is we are here to learn. There is this type of the meat for chicken meat. In fact, I developed it with a friend of mine. Me, I've been a civil servant. I've just retired. Unfortunately, I passed on 2023.
Rest in peace.
Developed a broiler to 5 kilograms to 6 kilograms. Maybe you have already noticed it in certain places, Karori, blah, 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 Nansana, they are selling in kilos. But broiler chicken, they sell in kilos, 14,000, 15,000. You can buy even in quarter or half. And people are buying. In fact, recently I was supplied to the school. I sold it at a good price, and they bought. Even there's a rich man in Masaka, he lost his sister, and he said, "Can you supply me chicken of this amount?" What a price, and they bought. And you know what people commented? The price for cattle, cow meat, and chicken,
Beef.
beef, mine is even lower, and people are taking chicken. So it needs to penetrate the market. As you said, the rabbit meat is not available. In Kenya it is there, but here it's not here. So how do we penetrate? Chicken, I don't know whether you have noticed it around. Atom chinyaja gamba yafu na kunyama yenkoko ya broiler kilo satu nyako kusinga na jasu today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think we have got his comment very clearly, and we are going, as you are noticing, I'm answering your questions, but in a flowing way. So I think we have answered like 5 or 4 questions in there. Not so. Okay? So I'm saying this now takes us to what Mzee talked about as us coming up with. I'll give you a brief history about calf. Myself, worked in the UAE, which is United Arab Emirates, for the past 13 years. That's when I came and started investing in rabbits. But when I came with a market for rabbit meat requiring 500 kilograms on a weekly basis. Okay, and the price was good. But I'm taking you through what I've gone through up to where we are now. Okay, in explaining his questions and also the market aspect, so that we can close it for the interest of time. So the requirement was 500 kilograms and 1.5 kgs, and the rabbit should be between 4 to 5 months. Have we got it? Okay. So if you need 500 rabbits, each rabbit giving you 1.5 kgs, how many rabbits do you need to get this kgs? Wetaga kilo vitano. These are 500 kilograms. If you divide by 1.5, how many rabbits do we need to give us this? No, you divide 500 by 1.5. About 300 rabbits. Okay, 350, whatever it is, 300 rabbits. So we have 350 rabbits times 4. We're talking about only 500 kilograms, half a ton. Are we together? So 350 times 4, 1,400. So these are rabbits that we will need. 1, 4, like this. So these are rabbits that we need for 1 month. Not so. So for 12 months, for 12 months, 16,800. So for 2 years, 33,600 rabbits. This is a contract for 2 years. If you're ready to supply us, we're ready to sign a contract for 2 years. So how many rabbit farmers can supply for a week? We have rabbit farmers here. Can you supply for a week? No. We are answering the question of market so that we can clearly understand and know where exactly the problem is. Are we together? So, is there a rabbit farmer here that can supply us at least for 1 week? I've had rabbit farmers here. Is there anyone that can supply us for 1 week?
No.
Can you?
What I was going to say is that I had never got an opportunity to get something like that, actually like that. Because when I started the Ugandan market, the consumption of rabbits per day is 400 rabbits, which turns up to about 12,000 rabbits a year, which actually wouldn't make any economic sense. But I had the capacity to have about 20,000 rabbits.
You had the capacity, but as of now it is not. So, just for the interest of time,
I can't grow it because I was looking for first to develop a local market, okay, with consumption per day is 400 rabbits. Okay, so before I scale up, okay, I needed to be sure of what I'm going to. Because let me finalize this.
Okay.
My profession, I'm an investment analyst. And I know why supermarkets in this country are failing.
Okay.
Because the culture of Ugandans were not ready to buy things from the supermarkets. We just go to our local one. So the market, as I saw it about 2.5 years ago, can't consume what I wanted to produce. So that became an impediment. Now, had I known that you had that contract, and this is what I'm talking about, an association, because as an association,
I want to use that to draw to your concern.
right?
Yes.
So I said that the capacity is there, but at the moment, because of those issues,
yes.
we couldn't produce.
Okay. So now you see that as rabbit farmers who are here at this moment, we cannot even sign a contract to supply 500 rabbits per week for the next 2 years. And the markets we are looking for serious markets. Serious markets, what I mean, we need paper. May I understand market on paper? You don't just come and talk to me, blah, blah, you know what, this and this and this. If you don't give me a paper, if we don't sign a document, I don't consider that a serious market, because I'm going to use this paper to start working backwards, getting to the target that we are looking for. Are we together? So if we are still looking for those markets of waiting for someone to come, and then you don't know when they will come next, I don't think we can do agriculture as a business as the theme of this expo. Can we? So, doing agriculture as a business, we must look for market on paper. If we have a market on paper, then we can work backwards to see even how much you're going to put in. What has been killing market? People say, so the farming industry, people saying that there's no market in agriculture, there's no money in agriculture. It is because we don't sit down to analyze, don't sit down to understand things. There is no Musuzi who will wake up in the morning, even not knowing how much he's going to get and get into a business. Is it true? Someone gets up in the morning, gets on the plane, goes to China, he finds their nigina, he's happy with them, say put in the container. So he finds a nice blouse, say it's very beautiful, put it in the container. He finds another thing, it's very beautiful, put it in the container. Then he comes with 10 containers and starts to look for market for the products he has brought. Has it ever happened? Are we together? But for us farmers, when you're going into agriculture as a business, you just wake up in the morning, get your hoe on your and you go and start digging, then sit down anxiously waiting for someone to come and buy. And we say we are doing, is that business? So you will be lucky that you did what you want and there is someone in the market that wants what you want as they want it. Then they will buy it. Okay, but Mzee has said for him he goes to Nakasero to find out the prices of the products there in Nakasero. This is a wrong way of doing market research because the product you are seeing in the market is not your product. Is it true? So by the time you go back to the farm to prepare your product and bring it to Nakasero, it won't be the same price anymore. Is it not what has happened? Someone goes to Nakasero, nala bensawo yakatunda nga kadde kamu kitundu, na chamuka, he gets chamukated, our English school people, he gets chamukated, goes to the farm, start doing butunda. So by the time he brings his bag to the market, akatunda nga kali kumitwala aga. So is that the best way to do market research for a product? So uteka wansi wa mitwala ameka ana bwekaba kalinye at least ensawo bera kakadde kamu kitundu kati woboddayo ku investinga nomanya nti ngenda ku investinga nese suka mitwala ameka because bwe natuka mu katale nga bagulana nga natekamu 3 era nja kuba nkola ki mpitawo bwe natuka nga bagula 5 era nja kuba nkola ki. So we go to the market not to find out only the price, but all the market requirements, so that you go to work backwards towards so that by the time you bring your product to the market can accept it. Are we together? So when I came back with this contract, nenda ngokunoonya wano obumiyu bwe tulina mu Uganda mu bulamu bwako nga tekaweza na kilo naye nga bano baagala ennyama kakasweiti ya 1.5 kitegeeza aka Uganda bw'okasala kamaliza mu gulamu nga 5 8 si bwe guli. So I had to look for a rabbit that can give me 1.5 kilograms kakas. Kitegeeza akamyako kate kokubanga kali at least mu kilo 2 kitundu kilo 3 n'okukola ki n'okweyongerayo ate nga tekasukka myezi emeka. So the dynamics was there to look for a rabbit that can give me that in that period as required by the market. We went to Kenya because Kenya they are importing rabbits from Arab, which is American Rabbit Raisers Association. So they have a rabbit department in the Ministry of Agriculture, which imports rabbits. They multiply them and sell to the locals. So we went and struck a deal with them and imported rabbits. When we imported rabbits and brought them, now we didn't get this, what we wanted. Now we went back to the drawing board. Now they told us what you are feeding them cannot give them that. I'll take an example of the milk industry. Bobo ina fresh and ngesobola okuwa lita 3 ez'amata n'otagiriisa nga bw'erina kulya esobola okugakuwa. So there are 3 things that make up the quality in our rabbits, mostly in the meat sector. One is the breed, oba olulyo, that is the genetics. 2 is the feed, byogenda okuliisa. 3 is the management. If you don't balance these 3, one of them cannot work. You might have a very good rabbit, no jirisa bubi, nekatakuwa chikalina kuwa. You might have the right feed, ngoina akamyo kaloko neboka wa chocolate. Tekasobola kusuka mukire mutekayongerayo because naturally bekatobe kali. Most of our rabbits have dwarfed because of inbreeding. We have crossed them a lot. Now they have lost their genetic values. All together, so they have lost it. So kande muna akakwata nokalisa chocolate tojja kufuna oli agambye duli dakabire ngamba is this real nga kalabanga akayana ndowooza ani agambye nti go agambye agambye there's someone who is this real nga takakasana kakola ki. But those are genes, those are genetics, because we are dealing with commercial meat breeds. All together. So wano we wali answer ya kino. So now after making this right, netu developing emmere ntujikola egeno twakitwetaaga ne results netuzifuna. bwe tumala ofuna results, then it went back to because I said quality, quantity, sustainability nabiwandiseewo. We said quality, quantity and sustainability. So quality we are tick, we have got the quality right. Are we together? Now quantity z, volume z, nezitandika tuzinya. We could not make the volumes ourselves. We have seen we need 350, we need 1,400, we need omutwalo gumu kakaaga. So we cannot get these volumes individually. So what we had to go to is to develop a calf outgrower system. I think most of you have heard about it. So mzee, your worries, we have already solved it and harnessed all your worries by developing the calf outgrower system. But when we developed the calf outgrower system, then we got indisciplined people. They don't want to follow rules and regulations because where we're going to supply meat, there is control. And in control, what there is quality check. And in checking the quality, they want to see how you control quality. Because if you feed akamibo kalise mmere embi kya affecting performance y'ennyama, quality y'ennyama ekola ki? Ekyuka. So we check from what you feed the rabbit, the breed, what you feed and what. That's what brings us to the quality. Even the droppings, the quality of the droppings is also affected by what you feed the rabbit. They're saying it has the best manure and what, but it depends on how you have fed it. Chokalisa chakafulumia, chokalisa chakafuuka. Tutegerekeka. So, we have until we do an outgrower system, and the first people were indisciplined, you tell them this, they do that. Tell them this, they do that. So we put in rules and regulations. Until you follow this, that is when we buy. Because also the people we are going to sell to need quality and they want to see how we control quality. So the problems we had in okwegatta ebizibu bibiri ebyo. Abantu abasinga begattira ku kintu naye nga tebamanyi gye balaga. Abantu abasinga begattira ku kintu bo nga balina motives endala. Kati obwegasse obugenda okutuusa ku kye twetaaga buteekwa okuba nga 1 mwena mwegattidde ku kintu ekyo. 2 nga mwenna gye mulaga destination ye kyeki, mwenna ebigendererwa byammwe nga bye biki. Bwe tubeera mu taxi ng'onaagenda Mbarara, onaagenda Masaka, onaagenda Jinja, onaagenda taxi ekwata lyawa. Era tuba tulagawa. So we need to get together with people with the common goal, common objectives, common everything. Nti fenna gye tulaga ye wa Mbarara nti tukwate wa Masaka road. Fenna tujja kukola ki? Tujja kutuuka. But if bwe tujja nga buli omu alina ebigendererwa bibye, it's very hard for us to reach our destination. Are we together? Is there any question? Just answer just stated in that brief. The winning issues, those one Dennis will talk about them. Waste product management, that Dennis will talk about them. I think the market now we okay, we have understood something. Okay? Then the knowledge bit of it, ekyamazima obudde bwatuwa wano butono. Together. Now I've just answered 2 questions. He's here telling me time out. Okay? So yes. That is the truth. But we have a lot that we haven't touched, and this is not no. What we can advise, we have 2 other aspects. 1, you can come to our stall. We can say more about the knowledge and what. And also, we do trainings at the farm every month. The training for next month, I think it is on 3rd of March. So you can come to the farm so that we can expound more on many other things. But in this little time, this is just 2 hours, I don't think we can exhaust everything. But I think I want to touch on just simple things. I think Mzee has a burning question. The economies, I'm going to talk about the economics. Closing the economics. So I'm going to finalize with the economics. Echibalo, Mzee atugamba echibalo. I'm going to finalize with the echibalo. I want to ask people to understand these things before they get into the excitement bit of it. Because echibalo chicha musa. Was it what you were going to ask?
No, I was just going to say, you talked about cow.
Yes.
And what are those requirements which you have said, which you have listed for the person to be aware?
Yeah, it's what I'm going to talk about at the end. Yes. I just want to crash briefly into these other things to make sure at least I've touched everyone's reason why they came. Mzee obudde nsonyiwa siganye naye obudde. Someone was asking how to feed rabbits. We are feeding rabbits on pellets. These are things that we have gone through the past 7 years, getting to what works. Are you getting it? The cultural beliefs. Bameka wana batali ambizi. This is how I'm going to answer it. Bameka wana batali ambizi. Tuli banji nga nange muntadde. Luguudo kyo lutuma Kampala utali komiti po. So for mutanda bwa mbizi bwaffe tekitegeeza nti embizi talina kaki. Tekitegeeza embizi talina kaki. Akalina era teri luguudo lufuluma Kampala tutali ko mudala gwaki. Kati yes, cultural beliefs are there, religion beliefs are there, and what, but there are things that we cannot fight. We cannot feed rabbits to the entire Uganda. We will focus on those ones whose cultures allow, whose religions allow. Even pork that is not eaten by abasiraamu ffenna tetukombako okuleka abatono ennyo bali discipline. N'abakatoliki abasinga nabo tebalya. Nawe bangi but erina akatale era abantu bangi abagikola ki abagirya budde. I think for the interest of time, how many minutes can you give me lastly? How many minutes can you give me to close so that I mingle within those minutes? Only 5. So I think within only 5 minutes, let me just talk about the financials. The other things will maybe get to our stall and maybe come to the farm. Okay, I've been asked to close. The school is going to talk about, I think, the remaining things, including the financials and what. So please allow me. You can find us at our stall, but for the interest of time, allow me in here.
Thank you very much. Let's clap for him. Thank you very much, our trainer. Thank you very much. Maybe what you can do is to also maybe just share with them your location, where they find you.
Everything is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you forgive us because we have many more facilitators to talk to you. So we didn't want to overstretch, But we apologize that we've given you less time, and I know the management will plan better another time.
To those try to enlighten people about how they do it, how they manage to do agribusiness with the academic world. They are doing a lot and they have moved miles as far as agribusiness is concerned. My name is Williams. Last year we were at Kololo. We had at least a good number, and we had testimonies of people, of students coming to the farm camp we had last year when we inspired them there to do agriculture. How I wish Vision Group had brought these students, there were many around the expo, to come and listen to these young girls into agriculture. I want to welcome them. I don't want to waste a lot of time. Hear their story, and maybe you also try to talk to your daughter or son too, because we have them.